Okay, so as promised, going to do a little review of the new Spider-Man film from last night. Went to see it on the 1st of August, so it's been out a day at that point in the UK. And also I will do a quick review of SummerSlam night one on the Saturday night as well. So no spoilers for the new Spider-Man film. I've got a bit too much respect for people that might be watching this and looking forward to going to see it that haven't been able to go and see it because it's obviously so busy on opening weekend, or choose not to go and see it on opening weekend when it's so busy. I think unfortunately the way the internet is now, if you don't go and see it quite early on, by the time you do go and see it, you've heard or seen so much that it just ruins it anyway. I'd actually unfortunately come across one of the sort of the end scenes on either TikTok or YouTube. I can't even remember now, but it's just annoying when it comes up because you can't not see it once you've seen it. So it is flipping annoying. Anyway, the film as a whole was a good sort of standalone film. Continued on obviously the storyline of obviously him trying to find his way after the spell was cast by Stephen Strange. So obviously that obviously is, well, he's supposed to be playing a teenager, isn't he? Obviously, clearly he's a lot older than that now. But yeah, obviously the mystery around the girl whose name completely eludes me now for a moment. I'm not going to spoil it, but obviously that was quite a storyline throughout the film, as I'm sure you can appreciate the way they sort of kept that under lock and key. And as I say, I'm not going to give anything away there. There was some sort of little tear jerking moments along the way as well, and some sort of happy moments towards the end of the film as well. So overall, if you're expecting it to be sort of like as big as the last one, I think you're going to be a little bit disappointed, because I don't think you'll beat the last one. I think the last one sort of rivaled the sort of Avengers films. I think it was so well done. We're bringing back the other Spider-Man, and obviously all the baddies as well from the different sort of films. So I do think it would have been difficult to have beaten that, but we enjoyed it. Obviously, it does sort of feed nicely into what's coming later on in the year. So from that point of view, it does sort of set it all up. So yeah, definitely go and see it. Try and avoid social media as much as you can. I know it's easier said than done, but try and go and see it, because it certainly is a good film and well worth it. Now, SummerSlam night one. What can I say? I'm hoping most people would have seen most of the results now, so obviously try not give too much away, but hopefully people have seen the results anyway. So obviously the Brock Lesnar Oberfemi match was a bit of a farce, really, and I know there's been a lot of criticism of the ending, which I'm not going to spoil, but yeah, I mean, I think we all knew what was going to happen sort of in the end. I don't think there was any real surprises there, if I'm honest with you. I think it was just the way it was done and everything else, and I think there was a little bit of a take back to a certain streak that was ended in the way it was finished as well. So I think there's a little bit of rhetoric there, if you ask me, being a bit of a fan. You'll know exactly what I mean by that. And what else? The sort of bloodline storyline with LA Knight and Solo Sikoa, and the other geezer whose name eludes me for a minute. Yeah, I think that was fairly obvious that who was going to win that. Again, I'm not going to spoil it. The first match, the Io Sky versus I always call her Miss Swear a lot, because whenever I see her being interviewed away from it, she's always effing and jeffing. Can't even think of her name now, from the Judgment Day. Anyway, again, won't spoil it, but that was a bit, a bit. It was a good match, but it was just, I think you knew what was going to happen anyway. Certain Person made his return last night in the I've just given it away, haven't I? In the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes match. Certain Person made their way back for that. No real shock with the result of that match, to be fair, either, to be honest with you. See, I'm being quite clever, guys. I'm telling you there's no real shock, so you can buy into that as much as you want. But yeah, no real shocks there either. So that's about it, guys. This is a very, very short vlog. It was just sort of a review of the film and obviously SummerSlam. I'll do another one for SummerSlam Night 2 tomorrow. And yes, we will go from there. I'm having to use my DJI Pocket 3 again. I'm having to send my Pocket 4 away, which is quite annoying. Obviously, I'll touch on a bit about that in due course once I get the whole episode sorted out. But I'll give you my honest opinion of the Pocket 4 when I hopefully get it back from being repaired. I'm still contemplating whether to get an Action 6 as well, but I think Julia might have my guts for garters if I do get one of them as well. But you never know, I could sweeten her up. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will catch up really soon.